Welcome to Dojo with Radio. I think we're live. Should be live. About to get started here.
Playing music. Set up professional audio and audio settings. Close. Press
why are you doing that?
To open pop-up.
Oh, why are you talking? Oh, goodness. Why are you talking? Why are you talking? Hello, welcome to Dojo with Radio. It's a little technical issues today. It's not you, it's me. But, yeah, we're live in the control room. You guys here?
It's a little bumpy. A little bumpy in the takeoff. But, you know.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. We're going to fly above it, man.
We're going to hit some roofs.
Altitude.
We're going to hit some shingles, like Santa Claus.
At least we're not in Airbuses because, you know, they're having a hard time in the solar storms.
Airbuses are?
I don't know, whatever that thing is, the Boeings.
Oh, aeroplanes of large proportions are having a hard time?
Yeah, they had to ground them because they were having a hard time.
Is that right?
Dang.
At least we're on an airship that doesn't need any of that stuff.
Wow. Well, our levity engines are definitely running at full capacity. Oh. And, yeah, you know, it's that time of year.
It is.
You put purr in the fur. Yeah. You know, and you've got some nice cool weather. I've got some unusually warm weather. I mowed the lawn yesterday.
Holy moly.
And I'm like, what's going on here? It was like 60 degrees and I was repotting plants outside and
wow.
We are in the 80s.
Oh, it's so, yeah.
Wow.
Cray.
Look at you guys.
It's like whole different environments. I'm like, what environment is this? So I adjust and kind of shift a little bit, yet still honor the, you know, it's just really, yeah, it's really, times are flipping like, well, 12, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a potent energy. That's what I did all those things yesterday. I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I'm going to repot all my plants. That's interesting. You know, it's just like this urge.
Yeah, it's December. I'm going to mow my yard. That's what I'm going to do. That'll show them.
It's like, what is happening? But it was so fun. I had such a great time because I was outside and, you know, it's like, look, what's happening? And I'm playing outside.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Right on.
Play that state.
Well, we are covered in ice and snow here, but you know.
Yeah.
Not quite the same as that, but actually I heard a bird today. I swear it was saying, "Look, it's spring. Fuck you guys." And I was like, "Oh wow, look at that. That guy's out there. He's like, I'm not going anywhere." So, but yeah, everything else is all icy and covered. We got giant icicles, maybe 4 or 5 feet long, dangling from the roofs here. It's nice.
Those are daggers. They could kill you.
Yeah, you know, I've heard that.
I know, death by icicle.
In all my years, I've wondered, is this the way? Is this the way? And then I fell off the porch, and I was like, you know what? I should have been paying less attention to ice daggers and more attention to falling off the porch. So, but yeah, hey, I could, you could die by ice dagger too. There was a movie once where that was the perfect weapon, right? And I think someone killed someone.
No, I think it was the ice pick. Because it's such a small hole and you can get right into the brain and they don't even know what happened.
Oh, stop it. Oh my gosh.
Serious.
Yeah, that's how they do lobotomies.
It's a freezomedy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing that it got so bad once where one guy's like, "Hey, can you just stick this screwdriver up my nose and just kind of wriggle around up in there and just see if I can see colors again?" And it's like, well, why not? You're pretty stupid, Frank. Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? What, are you going to come out retarded? They're both laughing. This would be a good sketch, by the way. But yeah, then they're both laughing. Oh, of course not. I'm a freaking Neanderthal caveman. Come on, man. Go for it. Come on. Promise you'll hold me responsible? Dude, I'm not even going to remember. You know that. You're probably going to get most of my memory center when you shove that ice pick up in there. And he's like, you're right. You're right. I'll tell him.
I'm always fascinated by those people that they study these accidents that happen.
Uh-huh.
So it's not intentional, but somebody gets like some kind of spike from a railroad and it goes through their brain and then how they come back out, like how the brain is like, you think it's one way, but everyone's brain's wired different. And those people came out with language centers intact, but then they lost weird things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all these different layers the personality is, and like one layer is like, oh, here's a psychopathic jaguar hunter right here. And here's a violent, no impulse control right here. And all these different pieces of us are there. That there's one famous guy named John Gage, I think was his name. And that guy was drilling a hole in a rock so he could put dynamite inside the hole, So you got to bore the hole first. And he was boring the hole and he was packing the hole, really deep hole full of dynamite. And he was packing it. He was taking a metal.
Sparking.
Yeah, like a metal spear, a javelin, basically. Mm-hmm. Really long piece of metal. He was using that to poke the dynamite down really deep.
Oh.
Yeah, and so, of course,
He hit a rock and it sparked.
He hit a spark. Something hit a spark. Next thing you know, the dynamite goes off and the javelin spear goes through Mr. Gage's face.
Yes. Yes.
Right through his face, right through the back of his brain, out the anterior lateral cranial. I'm trying to sound important, but I don't know. But yeah, like went right through his head. And he's like walking around. He's like walking around like, John.
Like no pain.
John, take the rest of the day off. Literally takes the rest of the day off. Goes home. Everyone's like, how is that guy still alive?
Yeah,
this
is what I'm talking about. This is like freaky.
Yeah, some people are like, "Oh, he'll be dead in the morning. Don't worry about it." And other people are like, "This is weird." And he gets up the next day and he's like walking around, giant hole in his fucking head. And so after people wear off the shock, the novelty wears off. They start to notice something. This guy's a real asshole. Like he's like so rude now. Like he's turned into one of the rudest people that they have around. And it seemed to struck him in the polite center of his brain, right?
So did they pull? I don't remember. Did they pull the javelin out?
It went right through his head, out the other side.
Oh, out the other side, right?
Yeah, it blew like 60 feet in the air, like like it shot off. Yeah, giant javelin shot through the air through a TNT dynamite cannon made out of a rock, basically.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, like the perfect weapon. This guy's like, hey, I'm gonna cram this big giant
kind of like
metal
a needle
pole
through an eye.
Exactly. It's exactly like it's good aim. It's like you.
And
nailed
so he
it.
turned from a nice guy to a total asshole.
Oh my God.
Yeah, apparently got a little rude after that. Apparently he had a little bit of poor impulse control, if I remember correctly.
This is quite a.
Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't the same.
Quite a peephole.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, this is the deep
I
inner.
Experience this one.
This is actually.
Gage, you're on.
This is the.
Gage, you're on. What a name.
Gage, you're on.
The deepest Hebrew definition of man actually is one who is pierced, by the light or something, and so yeah, he's a real man now.
He had air go right through his head.
Yeah, he's a real man now. He's a holy shit.
Well, we're
John.
talking about him.
Yeah, he's famous now, right? He's famous.
He's a champion right now. He
Yeah.
is so winning. I take it he's no longer with us.
No, I don't think he made it. Yeah, I mean this was like
1800s.
19th century. Yeah. I mean, we'd ask him, but he probably doesn't remember. It was really hard back then because you get out there in the middle of there's nothing anywhere, and
there's no antibiotics,
and you're trying to do what you can, then you end up on like some railroad work train, and then you get far enough out of civilization to where all of a sudden this isn't a job anymore. Like you're trying to just survive. Like you just want to survive, and you're with these other guys, and they're all of a sudden the rules are changing. They're asking you to put on a dress at night. I mean, all kinds of weird things are happening. That's what I'm just saying. And it's just all the some horrible things that were done to people. Some of the Rockefellers, I think, were behind some of these. But like they would start these worker towns, and the worker towns would dig coal or, do something. And then they'd be like, well, since we got them way the fuck out here in the Colorado mountains, they got nowhere else to go. We'll just cut their wages. It was happening like all the time, just like all the time. And so, yeah.
And then they sold them everything. They had them in these little huts.
Exactly.
And they had the company store.
Yeah.
And they had nowhere to go. They had no transportation. So they were just like enslaved with the salary.
Imagine that, knowing that you're going to make money off the workers, even if you don't have anything to do. Like, in fact, you could argue that a gambling town, if you were a pimp in the right place with the right can-do attitude, you would actually do better by them not having work, by them actually being out of work. So yeah, a lot of towns got started this way, just horrible conditions where people got pushed too far out into the extremes, thinking that they were going to be prosperous, and it didn't work out that way. You end up with a javelin in your head. It's like, hey,
yeah, I mean,
is that a javelin in your face, or are you just happy to see me?
It's like he's the unluckiest guy for having that happen, but then he lived through it.
Yeah.
So then he's the luckiest guy.
Yeah.
He less is like, he's got an attitude.
Then he has to join the free
sent to him that does not be partaken. People don't like him. It's like, damn.
Well,
he has to join
like, why did I survive?
Have you ever been to the Barnum and Bailey Museum?
No.
Well,
no, but
I've been to a few of the Ripley's museums. Is that the same thing?
Well, it's kind of like, it's like so creepy. You go in there, it's like ghosts of the past, of the circus. But what's so fascinating is going into the freak show. So that guy could have joined the freak show. Like they would get the two-headed, or a Siamese twin, or the bearded lady, and it's just, so the guy that survived, the javelin.
Absolutely.
Going through his head.
Totally.
The midgets, the giants.
Yep.
Probably
one's like a bar fight, Hey, I bet you $1 I can stick this knife through my head. You'll never do that. Oh, yeah. Well, John, come here.
And I can keep talking, and I'm alive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing how
humans are amazing.
We
able
like
to
circuses.
survive despite
we like
having
circus.
Like you would think just the pure psychology
of all sorts.
You would think that the pure psychology of that would end you, Like, dude, a javelin just went through your face. Just check out. Why are you here, John? What else are you gonna do? I gotta get back to work, man.
How can you top that?
Really gotta get back to work. I'm hoping to buy I don't know what you'd buy back then. Probably a gun or something, Hoping to buy a Smith & Ranger, so I'll be safe when I'm out working on the railroad. Don't want anything to happen to me. Would hate to get shot by somebody. Well, fuck, man. They could put a hole in your head with one of these bullets. So I'm going to go out here and work hard on the railroad to make sure no one puts a hole in my head with a bullet. I'm going to use a javelin instead. Yeah, that's rough, man.
Good stuff.
It's a visual.
Well, in this little location, I was doing some major work. I unregistered, so I was in my little town, and I realized in this little seat where you have to go to the courthouse area, there is a haunted house, and Bonnie and Clyde. It was Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh wow!
That held up in this little tiny town called Opelousas, Louisiana. And that little it's a little building on the downtown. It's known, and they had the paranormal people come to prove that it's haunted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened to? You said Bonnie and Clyde, right? Do you know
it was Bonnie and Clyde. I don't think it's haunted by them, but it was. They stayed there, and there was all this, activity that happened in this
So they
town
happened to stay there, but also the
Clyde.
house. Gotcha.
And
So it's a 2 for 1.
It's also haunted.
Yeah, it's a 2 for 1. It's haunted, and Bonnie and Clyde stay here.
And people want to, I think it'd be big business to have some paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
Anyhow, in Arkansas too, there's this place called Board Camp, and there's all kinds of paranormal stuff going on over there.
Board Camp.
Yeah. It's called Board Camp. There's a crystal mine called Board Camp. It's in
So many
Nina.
magical places.
I know there's so many magical places.
Yeah, there's all kinds of hollers around here and nooks, and there's like crannies.
Yeah.
It's
Are
insane.
they got some kind of weird stuff going on?
Yeah, there's all kinds of weird stuff going on. Seriously.
Yeah.
It's pretty great. This place is pretty cool. There's a lot of cool
Yeah.
things going on.
Just bubbling up from underground. That's the Hades of it all. What are the roots? What is the unseen? What is the underground?
Yep.
And he creates the mushrooms and the moss and the lichen, and just from that root source up,
True that.
right?
Mm-hmm.
On the skin of GAIA. I always just love having fun conversations with Chap, but today I decided, actually I haven't even told Chap this, but I looked at we talk about the rainbow and that the red is on the top of the rainbow, and some people say that has flipped, but if you see a double rainbow,
Yeah.
it will be the reverse.
Right.
And I was just like, whoa, 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 whoa. I mean, that is
So
an
like
incredible
red's in the
phenomenon of
center,
kind of a-
right? It's in the center and on the outside.
It's on the outside, but if you stand on a rainbow, it's the first color. You look at the rainbow, I don't know, it's like weird when you think about in the circle of the rainbow. But yeah, I got really
if you
confused.
stand on a
If you
rainbow,
stand on a
it's red.
rainbow. Yeah, because if you think about a rainbow being a circle, right? So when you look at a rainbow, you're looking up at the dome of the rainbow. You're in the dome.
Right.
But if you're standing in the rainbow, you have to see where your feet go if you hit the first ray, which is red.
Yep, root red.
Root red. Yeah, but when you see I got so confused with that rainbow being a circle because I couldn't understand why red is the ray of Gaia. It's the lowest resonance in the frequency of color, right?
Yeah, until we learn how to see lower frequencies.
Right.
Then yeah, totally.
But then
Red is the
ultraviolet,
root.
then you've got ultraviolet, you get violet, ultraviolet, X-ray, whatever, you go into those other unseeables.
Yeah, ultra red, ultra
Yeah.
all those colors, ultra rainbow.
Ultra
And then and
rainbow.
under the skin is the blood, the red.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, boom.
Oh, are we not so magical? I just think just how magical humans are. Like, my goodness, we're magnificent. Just look at our knees alone. Everybody,
Knees.
come
Knees.
on, give it up for the knees.
Knees.
And
Kneecaps.
knee, the night to say knee.
It's time to celebrate the kneecaps.
Knees.
They bend only one way. You
Way.
better not try it the other way.
Yeah, no.
Everyone needs knees.
Knees.
Yeah, there's like a knee pit. Not a lot of armpit complaints around.
There's
Not a lot of people
good
complain
stuff.
about the knee pit. Seriously.
There's a lot of good stuff in the back of the knee, though.
Yeah.
It's a lot of lymphy stuff over there.
You could put a tennis ball in there and like
That's right.
and then you can like squat down and be like, hey, there's a ball there. And you'd be like, look at that. I'm doing things. This is what I've been told. I've heard things
good
like
stuff.
this. Yeah.
It's a pocket for it to hold your ball.
Yeah.
You're busy
The ball
doing something
pocket.
else. Like,
Yep.
excuse me, this is my ball pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing what we're talking
You
about.
trade sides.
We're
and
just
that
like
becomes a
skirting
whole
around
morning
all the
game.
innuendo. We're just like, oh, look, innuendos came into the house. But we're not going to stop doing what we're doing. We got
Who's
too much to
innuendo?
do. Innuendo, he's out innuendos.
He's out my window. He's innuendo.
That's right. Yeah, the bee's knees. That too.
The bee's knees. I have this infrared light,
Yeah.
and I put it on, and I have it in this like living room space. And then I always think, have you ever been to the red light district?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So I put my red light, and it's like glowing in the window, and I think I'm gonna just start doing poses.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right? You can have a
That's
performance
great.
art, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should use some like drapes and make it kind of really drapey, or
Yeah.
maybe do like some like a garland or something. I love the snake you were wearing the other day around your
Yeah, that was
neck. Your
cute.
snake choke. I was like, is she wearing a snake on her neck? And I'm
Yeah,
like,
that was
of
Yeah.
great.
course she is.
Yes. I was
Bravo.
celebrating. We only have another couple of months for the year of the snake, and then we're going into Fire Horse, you know?
Fire horse?
We're going into Renee. Renee is, I think she's a fire horse.
I will claim that.
You're Aquarian,
No,
and you're a horse.
that's true. I do. My other half is a horse, as I
Yeah.
like to play. As I
Yeah.
like to play. Yeah, it is. It's. I think this snake year that we've been slithering through. So many sheddings and
So much
releases,
skin,
and so many
yes.
energies, big energies leaving lives, and just as we drop those layers and approach the new year. And I think it comes in on like January 20th. It's some date in later in January.
It
So
has
we
it has
got,
that Chinese. It has a Chinese New Year thing too.
yeah.
It has something to do with new moons, and it's definitely lunar. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure when it comes in. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's going to be the fire horse.
Oh my gosh, everybody keep training. Train hard, everybody. Hit the track. Hit the track and play hard.
Wow.
No more slithering.
Right on.
Oh, yeah, and up into the shortest day of the year too. I think that's just within. I've been very reverent with that. Just noticing, the light in the mornings. It's just really a powerful time to I talk about being in a cocoon, and as we're like in this cocoon and how you set it up and you get it all, you've got your boundary here and you have your webbing there, and just to feel the kind of the opening into expressing through our physical bodies, as we must say, we expand so much our bodies. I think a lot of people feel the yearn of the body wanting to open, but then they just resist due to a lot of different factors. But
All kinds of factors. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's such a physical thing. I mean, I'm like, wow, I'm even tight, and I'm like, whoa. I'm tight, that's
Yeah.
so that's
It's
kind of saying something.
I was thinking that just the other day. I was like, I don't think anyone's ever fully relaxed. Like, I think a lot of us are like really impressed with how well some of us can relax. Don't get me wrong. There's some really, and I mean this. This is not like a sarcastic thing. I seriously mean this. And to think about, wow, there really is a gear that's just like so relaxed that like you're probably just like moving through walls. Like you become effervescent, like physically in the space you are, even if it's purely transcendental in the sense of you just like moving your stalking scepter eye into another location. Like, it doesn't matter to me. I am happy to entertain whatever cosmology, but yeah, just the idea of deeper relaxation, it's always there.
I did this big work with a cranial sacral practitioner, and I watched this YouTube video of this like super fit guy, and she wanted me to watch it because when he is like, like he'll be weightlifting, right, and it's like really strong and tight, the muscles are like, and then in a second, he could be like he had no muscles. It was like he was a jellyfish.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I was like, that's the control of like this brain, and like nobody can relax because of that parasympathetic.
Brad
And I
has
was just
joined
like,
the meeting.
if you just take your hand and put it on your leg or something and see if you can just shake it, and it should just shake no matter how good a shape you're in, and then tighten your muscle. You can see it doesn't shake, but then like it should be able to be done on this brain relaxation.
Yeah.
It's so key.
Totally.
But so many people are not even conscious. They're not conscious of not being relaxed.
Well, that's what was blowing me away. It was like, it's not even about, oh, I need to relax. It's about, no, you don't even understand. This is like a whole new location. Like, this is a whole new destination that you can go to.
Yes.
And you get there now, the few times you take the break to go, I'm going to go in my bedroom and just take a nap. I'm just going to lay down and just kind of find a new gear. Even that, you notice, wow, what a different world this is. And then just to take that further to the nth degree, like to seriously go to that other place. That is
How about
quite
like
something.
this command of, I was thinking about, you were on with Carmen, a great live
Oh,
great
thanks.
show, and I went and did a little deep dive into her one that she did on these goosebumps,
Uh-huh.
and like this sense of these frisons. That's what they say here in Louisiana. It's frisson is the goosebumps, but to do it on command, to be
Yeah.
able to command your body to pylo erect,
Yeah.
to do a goosebump or to do a relaxation.
Yep.
The Hadashay.
Is that
That's
what
what
it means?
Hadashay means. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
means Hadashay means goosebump?
Yep. Yep. It means
What language
goosebumps.
is in it?
Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
Wow.
Goosebumps. Hadashay.
Wow.
Yeah, I
wait.
dreamt it.
You dreamt it?
Yeah.
Didn't you dream it, but then you found out it meant that? Isn't that?
Yeah, I dreamt it in the morning and I'm like, what am I looking at? I saw those words in like a glass,
serious?
and I'm like, when I was looking, I was squinting at it with my eyes, like in my
Wow.
dream. And then I woke up, I'm like, what did I just, and I typed it in and I'm like, Sanskrit, like what?
Holy, that's crazy.
It's actually kind of hard to find now how I found it back. And this would have been in 2020, but it was like an energetic field where bliss, love, and joy reside, that promote the bristling of hair.
Wow.
Yes.
That
Look
promotes
at
the
that.
bristling of hair. So I dreamt that, and that's what I
Right
named my
on.
space.
Yeah.
And you know what she did in this, thank you, Carmen, if you're listening, but that level of like where she went with it, it's kind of like this sacred Holy Spirit.
Yep.
That's like the same thing in Sanskrit. And it's like to be able to put that level of, all your pores going to stand at erect, like, okay. I mean, that's kind of superpower,
Yeah.
It's like an emittance rather than an eminence, and it's an emittance.
Yeah, you emit.
I found that one today. I think I made it up. I don't know. Lots has been going on. So much creative energy. Really fun to try to keep that scope in one place, but there's at the same time, there's almost all these other plates spinning, but it does seem like it's, even as we're kind of coming to the end of the snake energy, you can kind of swerve. I mean, it's great. Snake energy is great. You know what I mean? You can still do a lot of good work here. A
lot of slithering going on.
Yeah.
Have you ever just rolled around on the floor like a snake?
Oh, of course.
I'll tell you,
a horse is a horse.
It's so much fun to get on the ground and slither.
Oh, yeah. Sneaky snake.
Well, how about you do that with some balls? I was actually today. It was last night. I was working with a couple balls, a 16-incher, and then just a standard ball that I put between my knees. So it's kind of arched my back. The other ball was between my knees, and I'm like hanging out there like, oh no, this is great. And then it hit me like, I need another ball. So I had to go get another ball because I needed for that one to put behind my head. So I was doing 3 balls, you guys.
3 balls,
the most balls I've
floor.
ever done.
Dang.
I'm breaking boundaries here. I am playing the edge. And, it's just like, gosh, this is all like, it's just such a play state to get on the ground and to really move with this slithering, this movement. It's so great for your fascia.
Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh. And just, they didn't even know about fashion until like 5 years ago. They're like, what is this? It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's back in fashion now.
I think
it used to not be a very fashionable.
Fashion is back into fashion.
Exactly.
It wasn't very fashionable, so no one talked about it. But now the new kids are doing it, so everyone's like, "Oh, let's be fascia."
I think it's the largest
fascia
organ
on the block.
And it's a prima fascia. And
it's the largest organ, and nobody's been playing it. Fashion, fascia.
Yep.
We have always danced within a lot of culture, and that again is a really cool thing about native, indigenous, like we're just digging in with our feet into the soil of Gaia in your region, so that's also playing into
Yeah, you reach
to
in
that
your
energy
region.
too.
You got to reach in into your region. Your region. Anyway, hey, Brad's here.
reach it. Oh, Brad's here.
I don't
You
know if
gotta
he's
rain-
here, but he's here.
Rain on your
I
region.
rolled right on the ground there just to see if anyone would see me. 2 steps in at a time.
Are you
Then
slithering?
wait. Then 2 steps in at a time. Then wait.
The reptile.
You're like tiptoeing.
I'm telling you. You know what I used to love though? Don't we all? Finding the big hill and rolling down the hill.
Yes.
I mean, come on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
You're
not
going
so-
horizontal. You're going horizontal. You're gonna get this pick up some speed. Oh yeah, slip and slide. I mean, come on, y'all.
Come on, that was fun.
That was such a fun
I
thing to
kind
do.
of I like Twister too.
Yeah.
And of course, don't forget roller skating. You know, there's so many different ways to go out within. If you were to go out to the community like roller skating, I mean, I remember talking about this. Like, if we ever like had a meetup place, it would be the freaking roller rinks across America.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and you just kind of find the aquarian players over there.
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Right.
I think that's kind of a fun.
That'd be
I mean,
such a
vibe.
great
but isn't that why it
place.
was such a mecca at the time? Even you know what I'm saying? As ages
Oh,
and
yeah.
generations.
I
But
know.
For a time, that
I
was
remember.
it. You know,
I remember when I was little. Yeah.
Do you remember when they would turn the lights out?
Yeah.
That was so exciting.
I remember when I was little, just really being surprised that people weren't more into this, and like even my mom. I just remember like, why aren't you doing this? Like, I don't understand,
it's
Mom.
not
Why aren't
cool,
we
man.
going like every single day? Like seriously, this is so much fun. It is so freaking fun. And I just picture, well, once I'm out of my house, this is all I'll do all day. Like this is, why would you not? And it's so great to see
Balls to the
people
wall,
do
man.
it
Let's
now.
go.
It is. Yeah, it's super great. I would totally buy a roller skating ring if I mean, not that you have to own one to do it, but it's like, talk about a fun thing to own and like to do is what I'm saying, to be like, hey, let's put some effort into this place. And yeah, what a beautiful concept. And it's so simple. It's such a simple thing.
I always wished it was bigger.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
always wished it had more room in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wouldn't that be the space that it fills the space it's in, as it draws the the interest, but just the fact of it being a space, just a space where that energy can sit, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a cool thing to do to Walmart, like to put a
Right.
roller skating rink in the middle, and then so you're there,
God, put on roller skates to go shopping.
well, you'd probably run into some problems, but at least have a rink. Like, at least do something. That'd be so cool if there was more of that. I mean, it's cool, but honestly, growing up, I was just always like, I don't understand why this isn't just huge. Like, why is this so far away, Mom? Why does this, this is all the way in Red Bank. And when we come here, there's like 12 cars here. What is going on? Why is the world so broken? Why are we not doing this? It was so much fun.
Dude, if they had put a roller skating rink in the Walmarts or there's shopping centers in, I wouldn't have minded going shopping. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be a
Right.
whole
Let
lot
me
of
loose.
Yeah, that'd be a cool thing, man.
You'd have
we're
like
gonna
a
be
beeper.
lit. This place
Like,
is
I'm
gonna be
done
lit.
shopping.
Once people get
See-
more
see-
awake and more into this, man, just think about how much fun the corporations are going to be able to like throw down and do cool stuff like this too. We just gotta get there. Consciously.
See, and I'm telling you, well, they're trying to get there. Did you see where the in the airports talking about putting more kid play spaces in the airports and workout areas and things like that to make air travel a little better? And it's just kind of funny because in that context, when you're at the airport, who gives a crap about all that stuff, right? But see, we're breaking it right here. It's there. It's at the malls, at the shopping centers. That's where it's got to get to. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I think that
Bring the place.
I think we could develop shoes like those kids. They had these sneakers that had these little wheels on the back. And
Yeah, I remember that.
see them like kind of skidding around with like kind of sliding and like they were roller skating, but it wasn't really roller skates. But I think we can develop some roller skates. You can roller skate everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
don't just-
let's make society just.
Floor is important.
Let's make society like, look, you don't have to be handicap compliant. You have to be roller skate compliant. Okay. You need to be able to roller skate every single place you go.
Yeah.
get on this, people. We're not doing anything until this is done. Okay.
We need a certain material that can go over all terrains.
Yep.
We have to dream big.
Like a yellow brick road.
Yellow brick skateway.
Yellow brick skateway. Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
But can you see if all these places were skate friendly like that? You didn't always have, your cars, transit, skate friendly. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yeah.
Well, you have to be, I think skating is great, of course, but I do like it when everyone has a task like I'm going roller skating. It's kind of like it's planned for the night. You kind of get ready for it. It's a little bit more of an event than just
Totally.
I want it to kind of be special. That's why the floor is so great, and the smoothness of the floor, and that's when you can really do some moves.
And you could put your neon disco blacklight clothes on.
Of course.
Yeah, if I had some.
Why would you not? Come on.
I'll probably make a T-shirt. We'll probably make some cool T-shirts.
Yeah.
And wear them roller skating. We can design some. Yeah. Craft night.
I'd put
Everybody make your roller skating T-shirt.
and put some wheels on my knees, and then then if I fall, I could keep skating. Just basically.
I want to develop something that when you're starting to remember how to roller skate, back remembering, but it's like adult, like trainer wheels, so you can use your arms as like wheels until you get your roller skating legs back.
I may need those. I haven't actually roller skated in so long. I wonder if I actually could.
I'm a little like tentative because I think, but my mom, she was a really amazing roller skater, and I remember she was walking in a walker and she still had her roller skates in the back of her trunk. She's like, I'm not giving those up.
That's awesome.
You're not. I'm gonna roller skate again. And she, it was like a testament to how much fun it is roller skating.
Buried with her skates.
Pretty much.
Bury me with my roller skates.
It's free. It's like all those things. Like for me, a bicycle, I can get that sensation. A ski-doo, you know what I'm saying? Anything.
Yeah, totally. Trampoline.
Sure. It's that moment. That's it's that sacred pause.
It's like you're flying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I moved to where I live. Just love gravity. Gravity's love. It's such a fun thing to play with like that,
Yeah.
You mean skiing down the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same context. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like why a slide looks fun, right? Why getting up on a great height and looking down a slide?
Yeah, it's all cochlea based too. It's so amazing. It's such a tiny little organ in your ear is able to give you all of this contextual orientation, which is probably just identity, because what you consider up is really at the most deep heart of who you are. If you think about it, that's true. What you consider up is a profound part of your identity. And so you can't really be in a place. You could be in a place but not be oriented. So this will be, you're in a place but you're not a self. But once you orient to the place, you really do become an identity. I would argue that this is probably more at the heart of who we are than we think, than we're truly aware of. That orientation, not just from where we're born, but how we see ourselves is directly related to that concept, and that's all cochlea based,
Totally. I mean, when we're kind of talking about meditation and trying to kind of consciously imagine from different spaces, right? And kind of like you're saying, to try and even imagine from a broader context outside of your own body, but it's like that's the grounding of our identity, isn't it? And that will always kind of be the fulcrum.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder if the cochlea has the same thing as the Fibonacci spiral.
It's a good question.
Yeah, and then I was thinking about toboggan. Have you ever gone to tobogganed down a mountain? When they're not skiing down mountains, they set it up where you can take a toboggan down a mountain.
Yeah.
but it's terrifying. You have to control your own brake. And
You
so
know, I'd imagine that
terrifying not to run into somebody that's in front of you. Yeah, going
and
around
isn't that the
corners.
heart of excitement too? Why thrill seeking is that edge of what's scary enough, but
Yeah.
but that's some people's thresholds are different, right? Some people don't get the thrill off the same kind of capacity, but I would certainly say that that's a primal driving force in terms of why we still look down that mountain and say, yeah, that looks fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because even our sense of, I will say this because I certainly say I may err a little bit on the side of being a little more cavalier, and thankfully I've not hurt myself, drastically in this life, but I've certainly seen those precipices before and jumped on things that I could have hurt myself a lot worse, let's say. But at the same time, it's like those are also some of the memories that sink the deepest. Like I'll never forget those moments,
Oh yeah.
without a doubt.
When you like break a bone and stuff, you're like, man, that was real daredevil, man.
I've never broken a bone. I shouldn't say that out loud.
Me either. Not
Wow.
good. I've never
I
broken
have.
anything.
I might have done something to my foot once in soccer, like some kind of bone maybe there, but I just never bothered. But yeah, I always
Cool.
found that weird that's never.
Put
I've
some dirt
definitely
on
hurt myself. Definitely hurt myself, but luckily never broken a bone. Definitely hurt myself a lot. Like
Amazing you didn't break anything and fell off the deck.
I know.
Three stories.
Yeah.
Like, look
Yeah.
at you. You're just like,
Yeah, although I guess ignorance is
guy.
bliss. Ignorance is
Gumby.
bliss. It could be that I did break something. I just I just didn't know. But yeah, it's
It's spontaneous healing.
yeah, it's well, the stem cells. I definitely believe in that. That's for
I do too.
yeah.
oh,
That's
I've
for
seen you
darn
play a
sure.
little soccer. You seem pretty good on your feet.
I
Kicking the ball around, James.
yeah, I always liked soccer. I always thought that was
Yeah.
that is a really fun sport for sure. So
Well, I have this friend who told me about her childhood memory that she thought she could fly.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so
Wow.
she was convinced that she could fly.
She jumped off stuff, huh?
She would jump off her roof all the
Yeah.
time. And she
I
never
had
got
cousins
hurt.
that would do that. I'm like, you guys are insane to just jump off. They're like, what? You guys are madmen.
And they would she would flap her arms like she's flying. I'm like,
And
She's
still
a
land.
daring girl.
well, she really thought she could fly. And do you think it's like that belief, She didn't break anything because she
Well,
thought she
yeah.
could fly.
there's if you're drunk or if you're like a baby, you have like a much higher propensity to survive falling down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Right?
it could have more to do with belief than we think.
I think so.
It could be that it's either the lack of belief that I'm going to get hurt, maybe like in the baby's case or the drunk person's case, or in the I'm not even aware of what it's like to be hurt. And that without knowing those things, you maybe end up with sort of a safety mechanism, sort of an invisibility spell, because you're unaware of the danger of something,
You certainly don't fight the fall as much because that's the one thing I've been told or whatever is that I fall looks. I've fallen plenty of times, but when you tense up for the fall, right, more times than not, the most damage comes from
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
to brace yourself from a fall. But having an innate sense that when I'm falling, like I kind of just fall. The ground, like Rama, it just, but the ground, it doesn't, it's the tension in the fall is what creates all the sort of frigidity that breaks bones and things like this. It's
Yeah,
without a
and
doubt.
there's another factor which I still haven't been able to take advantage of, but I'm pretty sure I got a hack, and that's if you're falling, but you're on top of something big, then you can jump off of that thing as it's falling at just the right time and not suffer any
Master level
damage.
shit.
Yeah, you got to do it just right. But I really believe in that. I think that even if it's not true, I so deeply in my core believe in that I think I could pull it off, guys.
Probably work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it could happen.
I have some. I've been told of my falls by other people watching me fall, and apparently it's hysterical. And apparently I look like I just get longer. I just like stretch.
You just do you do like ragdoll stretch?
I guess so. I'm just like
Black
people,
hole.
it's so funny. They're laughing like I literally fell down a flight of stairs, and they're like peeing their pants. Like, what? How is this funny to you? But I guess they know I'm fine. We're like, you guys.
I always laugh when people
Why
fall.
was this funny? You do
I
too.
always do. It's a reaction. I don't know. I don't mean to.
I was like, how is this funny?
Of course it's funny when
like,
people
are you
fall.
okay? But I could see laughing too. But I guess I'm just funny when I fall. I guess it's hysterical. It's a hysterical thing to see. But yeah, I do just tend to get longer. Well, so maybe that's my trick. I'm just going to get longer so I don't take as much impact.
So the same friend who used to think she could fly, she went to go down a hill in Louisiana. You don't go down hills, like you don't roll down hills because there's danger. Okay. So
Oh yeah.
so there's red ants. That's one danger. They all sting at the same time. They have like this mechanism. They get on you. You have 100, but they will not sting until they give the signal and everyone goes at the same time.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's danger, Will Robinson. But this time she decided her and her friend were going to roll down this beautiful hill naked. And guess what was on the hill? Poison ivy. She got it everywhere.
This girl's like a total like adrenaline junkie doper girl. She's like, I'm gonna jump off buildings and roll down a hill naked. I mean, she's got an appetite. What is her epigenetics?
Indeed, like give me all that poison ivy.
Woo! Wow.
Oh, isn't that fun?
Yeah. Oh, sure. I mean,
That's like you'd never
I don't
forget.
think so. I don't think that would be fun.
No, you get poison ivy in places you should never have poison ivy.
Totally.
Yeah. Anyhow.
So don't do it.
No, don't do it.
BDA, right?
Don't do it. Don't go. Make sure you check your field before you go rolling down a hill.
Rolling down it naked. Back to that.
Back to that. The nature is amazing.
So I just came up with a kind of pretty cool idea. So shepherd's pie nachos.
Oh my goodness. That sounds good.
With
Potatoes
potatoes,
and
yeah, I was like, I want to make this like a dip, so I had shepherd's pie and potatoes, and then I used a tortilla chip to nacho it up. So why don't we have other things as nachos? I think we should really expand our nacho ability.
Yeah.
Oh, make more nacho.
Just a different approach to nachos. I love Mexican foods; it's my favorite. But I'm like, we could probably go some old school shepherd's pie topping on nachos.
Wow.
You don't have to adopt it.
I think he's going to expand nachos.
That's an interesting twist on it. Mixing with cultures, mashup.
I know. Look at this. This is
Mashup,
it's like
no pun
a
intended.
potato mashup.
Hey, scrambled
Potato
eggs
mashup.
and nachos. I could see that.
Scrambled egg nachos.
Yeah,
I was
scrambled egg
looking up-
nachos. That'd be cool.
It's gumbo weather here in Louisiana, so I was
Okay, it's
thinking
gumbo nachos.
Gumbo and nachos.
Yeah.
Ooh, see?
Yeah,
I just think there's something there.
they're there.
Something there.
Cereal,
so that was what
nacho
I wanted
cereal,
to-
honey. How about nacho cereal? Yeah, seriously, nacho cereal. Put some milk in there. It's just
That is
nacho chips.
cereal.
Nacho chips with guacamole marshmallows, right? And milk.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Whoa. I'm literally biting my finger right now going, imaginating it.
Yeah.
Wow, we're in a
Yeah,
wild
you could also
flight
smoke
today.
nachos. Like
Smoked
yeah.
nachos.
No, you could like smoke them. Yeah, you could like invent cigarettes, but they're just nachos. And
Nacho flavor.
you roll them up, so they're rolled up and they're roasted in
Nacho
Mexico
that.
on a sun-kissed stone and hand rolled, and then you open them up and you light the end of it and you smoke the nacho.
This is not your Nacho Willis.
Yeah.
Is that the future of cuisine there? We'll be smoking our food soon enough, right?
Yeah,
Literally.
that's
Maybe you should read the Black Eye Club and find out about it, everyone. Available on Amazon and J. True shop. Yeah, if you hear that.
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
we won't be eating and we'll just be vaporizing things.
It could be. It's very possible.
Just like micro particles of everything. You just take a little sniff and that's all you need.
Yeah.
But I never would have discovered my nacho shepherd's pie combination if I
I'm
wasn't
not-
eating.
I'm not
come
saying
on,
I-
there's so many things to taste
Yeah.
and combine still.
I love
There's
to
so much. We have
taste. I don't
200
want to.
years, guys.
I don't want to not eat. But I was just thinking, you could.
I know. I feel you. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, I have it. What do I want to eat? I don't know.
It takes a lot of time to make a
Yeah.
shepherd's pie, Renee.
I know it really did, but then I have
It's
it for
very
like 3
long.
days.
Oh,
Like
okay.
3 days. Like this is the meal for the next 3 days, everyone. Because I'm not cooking anything else. James knows. She's like, yeah, we had tuna casserole for a while there. I'm like, yep.
Yep.
Oh, I love stuff like
Yummy.
that. Yeah,
I know
no,
it is good.
I actually like
Yeah.
stuff like that.
I make
yeah.
it from scratch.
Yeah,
You know, the
I wish I
casseroles,
did.
they were giving us gifts in the ancient times of Sumeria. So
Yeah, I wish that honestly, this is kind of a problem. When I live alone, I don't really have leftovers. Like I don't really cook enough, luckily. But then if I do cook enough, some things you have to cook more due to just how it comes. But like, I don't really do well with leftovers. I'm more just like,
You don't like to eat them?
no, I don't think I have the, if I live alone, I don't have the willpower to like, let's put this food in the refrigerator and then some random person will come and eat this later. I'm like, that's me. I should just eat this now.
Oh.
I don't have to put it in the fridge. I'm just saying that all that, but when I'm with other people, that's a very different, it's very different. I'm very
I
pro
can concur that
leftovers.
I've learned to cook a very specific amount, and I cook a very specific amount, and I eat a very specific amount.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and sometimes
I
when I
always
cook,
like-
you have to cook more. It's only certain things, but some things you want to, you want to have that you do have to cook more just for whatever
like
reason.
rice or something.
I like to share my food. And so I love to share food because I love to cook when I want to cook. And then so I put it in a mason jar and then I freeze it. So I have like, if somebody's sick, I bring them a jar of frozen chicken soup.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow,
Frozen
yeah.
lentil
If
soup.
I was eating with
Or-
like a live raccoon, I think I'd do really well because then I'd be like, I need to grab this food, whatever I need quick. I'm not going to eat as much. And he's probably going to touch all
Just
this
have a
other food on his
pile.
way to this other thing. So, yeah, it's going to be more like the start of, oh shit, whatever that movie is where they throw the sword in the middle and everyone runs for it, It's like that, but with dinner.
Hunger Games.
Yeah, Hunger Games. Oh, exactly. Oh, think of that. It's funny. It's called Hunger Games. Hey, look at that. Look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. Love it when a pun comes together. Yeah, exactly.
I like to cook and then freeze it so that when I don't want to eat the same thing every day,
Yeah, you just
I
bragging.
can choose different
Fucking
things.
show off.
I
Yeah.
do that too, Lori. Yes, we can brag. Sometimes I freeze individual sections of lasagna.
Yes.
Oh my God. See, yeah.
Exactly.
See, this is what I mean. I can't do things like that. I can't buy like, oh, James, let's buy this frozen lasagna. And we will take it home and we will only have like 1/4 of it. And then the rest will go into the freezer. I'm just like, yeah, let's fucking have that fantasy, buddy. Let's keep talking it up, buddy. What's going to
You
happen
have
now?
a Garfield problem.
Yeah, so I don't do that. I can't buy things like that, And then sometimes, like one of my favorite, like, oh my God, I just love it is macaroni and cheese, right? I fucking love that. But I love the frozen ones, like the.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, Stofers.
Well, I don't really like this. There's nothing wrong with Stofers.
I like the Stofers.
To me, it's a little bit too creamy.
Yeah.
I like there's another kind that actually has like cheese on top of it. So it's like, mac and cheese, but then it's more like a soup, it's like a casserole of macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah.
And that's hard because I'm just like, oh God. If I had a live raccoon here, it's like, then you ring a bell and it's like, okay, go. I think I would do really well. That'd be great. That'd be great. Because I get like one
You're,
bowl
excited,
and it'd be
like,
exciting as fuck. I get one bowl And the raccoon would be like loving it. He'd be all just fur, you know. He'd be covered in macaroni and cheese, you know. He'd be like wandering around. Look at me.
Well, you know,
I can just eat my fur now for days. It's great.
It's
Snack
funny.
on it later.
Yeah.
I saw the my grandchildren were at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, and there was a picture of them holding this like Kraft macaroni cheese apple pie.
Oh,
So it was apple pie with macaroni and cheese. What do you
Oh,
think about
wow.
that,
Like
James?
Wow.
in the pie.
Like, yeah, it was
Yeah.
a pie with
shit.
with Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just like, that could
It's a
'cause
dinner pie.
people put cheese on apple pie. I like to have apple pie with cheese for
Yeah.
breakfast.
She's like a
Wow.
nacho apple pie. Like an
nacho
Cherries Jubilee nachos, right? Nacho Jubilee. There we go. Nacho Jubilee. Now we're talking. You got the Jews in there, right? Come on,
Oh,
you're
the
set.
Jubilee.
Yeah.
Oh, the Jubilee.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've never liked that word. I've
Really?
disliked that word my whole life. I don't know why I'm like Jubilee. I hate that word.
When I
don't
first
like that
heard-
word. It
When I
bugs the
first
heck
heard
out
what
of
that
me.
word meant, I was like, my parents have been hiding this fucking concept from me. Because a Jubilee is like, from I understand it, Jubilee is a term meaning, hey man, you really fucked up, didn't you? Well,
Yeah.
don't worry about it. Today's Jubilee. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, it's Jubilee. What does that mean? It means
it's a
fuck
big
it.
forgiveness day.
Don't worry about it. So
Yeah,
what?
don't worry about it.
So you ate someone's face. So what? Who cares? Dude,
So why
things
did they call it
happen. Things happen. You know, you eat faces. I eat faces. Things are going to happen like that.
Let's,
Come
water
on.
under the
It's
bridge.
Jubilee.
Water under the
It's
bridge.
Jubilee.
Oh,
And
that's
everyone's
why I
like,
hate
wait a minute. This
Jubilee.
is all it takes? We just have to say
Oh,
it's Jubilee?
gosh.
And that, yeah, apparently that's all it takes.
So why
It's
did
always
they?
bugged me.
So it's kind of like a massacre when you eat a Cherry's Jubilee.
Yeah. Yeah, you're
It's
right.
like a bloody massacre. You're
Yeah.
eating the Jubilee.
Yeah. Man, cherries
Ooh,
are good.
interesting.
Are they not? Cherries are
And the blood
good.
spread, right?
Cherries are good. I could probably die by cherries. I could just be like black cherries. I could be like, all right, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm fucked.
If life is a bowl of cherries,
I have a barrel of cherries. I'm going to die now. I'm just going to keep eating these. Those are good.
like James
Man,
had a
Jesus.
barrel of cherries delivered. Oh,
Oh no,
Yeah, death by
Cherries and
barrel of
rocks.
Full to the
cherries.
things, the very things that kill us.
they've got antioxidants. Dark cherries.
They do,
They're very
right?
good for you.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Good
Until they're
stuff.
soaked in sugar and sugar and sugar. And that's like saying I love chocolate, but I don't like dark chocolate. Maybe you like sugar.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It's true. There's there's savory and sweet really are the two addicting. I think those are the addicting nostrils. Those those hairs in your nostril where if you pull it you can like see God and stuff, It's like really way up there. It's like those two, savory and sweet, those are those two hairs that you can control someone. Like you could move them around through savory or sweet protocols like that, I think.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yep, you got to
I'm just imagining it. Yeah, so if I'll have like cookies, I'm like, no, I want chips.
Oh,
I used to go back and forth and like,
yeah, because it's the salt.
Ah.
See what I mean? Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
salt and the sugar. This is really all mind
Good.
control, I think, really does generate from salt and sugar.
it's like
I
it's
really
like
do
a
mean
little-
that. It's not even like a metaphor because if you really think about how the brain is actually processing rewards and dopamine and pleasure centers and everything else, this savory and this salty are two of the most highest resolutions. If you think about all the other flavors that can be put inside of savory and inside of sweet, if you follow what I mean, then you'll really hear what I'm saying. This is a very special kind of container for consciousness. I say consciousness because if you did not have such an addiction to cherry pie back in Greece, you would not have been so prolifically desperate for civilization to take off. This happened in colonial America. Believe it or not, there was They didn't have plates, right? So it'd take like a cheesecloth, but a cheesecloth really was just someone's fucking sock, I swear. And they would take
Yum.
this sock and fill it full of apples and like core out an apple. They'd shove it full of cinnamon, and then they'd take some honey and they'd shove that in the apple. Then they'd boil the sock with the apple in it. But then it'd be wrapped in this pastry. And then you'd get this thing. They'd keep the sock, by the way.
Yeah.
And then, but you get this thing, and this thing would apparently awaken the conscious spirit of this indentured colonial like settler. It was one of the most prolific things that caused people to want to run away, to want to explore, to want to discover what America was versus what was in their colony, was the rumors and the intoxication of food.
Oh my God.
Yeah. The rebellious idea of, and if you think about corn,
Like sweet food?
well, this is why I think you really have to look at it like savory versus sweet.
Wow.
Anything that would, it's you could say it's food, but really it's more about consciousness. Really, it's more about being
Hunger for-
limbically
It would
enlightened
tickle
in
it
the
to
brain.
chase that, right?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, because even to think about it, oh my God, I gotta get one of those socks. Oh my God, that sock was so good.
Yeah.
Apple sock, I gotta get apple sock. Hey man, you got some apple sock? You got some apple socks in there? It's like,
Apple
no,
socks,
man,
what's
these are
happening?
walnuts, and this is my sock, but it's not what you think, and yeah.
And think about that, like how rare it was for someone to get an apple sock. You could just drive down the
It's like
road.
a Christmas stocking, guys.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas stocking.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, you drive down the
Stocking.
road and you have to say no to Wendy's, because I used to go to Wendy's and get a Frosty and French fries.
Oh God, yeah, there you
and dip
go.
the French fry
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Frosty.
Perfect example.
But then I have to keep saying no. I got to say no in every location I drive by with a memory of some salty sweet.
Yeah.
But apple socks
Yep.
were rare.
Yep.
Isn't that something that drives the consciousness forward? But then it's like overindulgence and it kills us, right?
Yeah.
Such a sick, twisted game, right?
Yeah. 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 It,
I mean,
it,
you
it
can
really
go
does
to a
drive us
grocery
all.
store.
It moves
and-
us all. If you think about it, guys, most ancient civilizations, like the first early civilization, were based around the grinding of grain because of bread. And what do you
so
put
the
in
miller-
bread? What
the
is the
miller was, like,
only the
important.
main ingredient of bread is salt. I'm just saying the thing that makes it taste good, right?
Yeah.
Is salt. And you will move in and declare someone king. You will let him have sex with your future wife, like all the other crazy shit you hear about, like with Mel
Makes
Gibson
my food
movies.
taste good.
As long as you can have some bread, man. As long as you can be near that kind of thing, where that kind of limbic conscious eruption in your head can be a regular drug. See? All of these things are drugs. Experience, right? The experience of civilization itself is truly the most addicting thing that we have. I would say that everything else fails massively by comparison to how addicted we are to civilization itself. This is why banishing is so painful. And it really does, I think, come down to flavor, because every single thing that you experience, whether it be a Pee Wee Herman movie or a symphony or rolling down a hill at a ski resort, really ultimately what you're doing is you're satisfying some dopamine pulls that are being triggered because your body's saying, hey, this dude is in the right place at the right time right now. And whether that be because you have food, but really it's more about because you're eating consciousness right now. You're surrounded with a conscious appetite of things that will sustain you. This is really at the heart of being warm-blooded. I think it was Wednesday, we discussed the idea that some people would much rather have wages than they would have money. And if you think about what a warm-blooded creature is, I think it really does bring what we're talking about right now to the forefront, because it shows you how colossally important it is that we be given a regular substance of something that we're addicted to. Our warm-blooded nature requires that no matter what happens, we have to stay warm-blooded, right? Like that's a huge disadvantage. We are so much more precariously placed inside of our bodies being warm-blooded than we are cold-blooded. And I would say that these flavors are the exact same kind of a thing. If you let these things die, you might as well be dead too, because your orientation, your identity is based on these flavor crystals of life, on what things tasted like if you face the east in the morning. It tastes very different to be looking at the sky that has the sun coming up versus facing the west when the sun's coming up, right? You're in the same place, but you're having a very different flavored experience right now. So most of this is really more about us. Our identity is so much more saturated into the environment, into the nachos of the world itself, you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, food is... It's
Well,
really
you know,
hard
it's
to
interesting.
explain it.
I went to this little Christmas art walk, and the people that were making the most money was the potato chip kind of like, you know, they make a spiral out of a potato and then they deep fry it. So it's the fat and the salty chippy thing. And then the caramel corn people, nobody else was making all that much money. It was just like one side to the other.
Yeah.
You know, it was like you go to a festival and that's what you do. You eat a salty sweet thing. And then it makes a memory.
Exactly. That's why you want to go to those situations. You want to...
Yeah.
And before we had, like, the way we see towns now, think about how much of a trip it was when you've all of a sudden found out, hey, there's this weird collection of people here. They're called a carnival. And it's all these weird people. And they're
Carnies.
just traveling around. And you could go there and your entire life will change because of something that happened to you at the carnival.
That's right.
And it would. Your entire life would be different because either you ran away with them or because you kissed Bobby or Billy Jane or whatever on that ride, because the flavor crystals of all those lights, of all the rides, of all the cotton
Music.
candy, all the music, all the chances of winning, the novelties, right, of the contest,
Yeah.
all those things are exact same flavors. They're kind of flavor crystals like that. And we are here to warm-bloodedly sustain ourselves on experiences like that. Or we die if we don't. Giant parts of us die if we don't. And it makes sense if you think about what a conservative is a conservative technically would be someone that's afraid of too many flavor crystals. And a liberal would be someone that's like, we have to find more flavor crystals. Because both of them are precarious and also compelling. Both of them are exactly what we need and also exactly what will end us. Because we will not be able to sustain our expensive warm-blooded appetite, so to speak, if we do too much. Like if you were to do certain drugs or whatever, or to, you know, become addicted to things like a gambling addiction or something, or a food addiction, really. Honestly, any kind of addiction like that. So
Even if you follow the conservative liberals to extremes,
Oops,
if
it's kind of loud.
But if you almost follow the conservative into an extreme, it's like you asphyxiate in your need for conformity and your need for that. And I guess you could say the same on the other side, but that's just what I'm seeing a lot of is in terms of handling the world, being able to relax in the world, and asphyxiation, an asphyxiation in terms of not being able to handle anything different.
Yep. Yeah, and I think we become desperate in that way. You get so you see this a lot with maybe certain celebrities. They get used to a certain caliber or a certain kind of appetite for attention, and then they find themselves asphyxiating from it. Like if because something changes and they don't have access to the same kind of appetite that they had before. It's kind of like PTSD, you know. It gets sort of like a different version of that PTSD, and it really comes down to our flavor crystals if you think about it, like what our appetite is and what we want it to be and what we can afford to keep it to be, basically.
Yeah, because as long as you can satisfy an appetite, like if you find an appetite you can satisfy, and as warm blooded creatures, uh, I imagine we kind of regulate and find those appetites that we can satisfy reliably, and that seems probably to be the interplay between what seems comfortable and what can
Yep.
become comfortable, and also that push to that drives you out of the hole, if you will.
That's right.
And that we see the extremes on both ends. For example, you see the extremes of extreme complacency in terms of a dopamine being hit, as that those flavor crystals being enough at this hurts that someone can just sit in that, and then you see the psychosis on the other end where nothing's enough, and all consciousness is playing in that range, and it really is wild, kind of in a sense for me, just to see where the appetite has gone, just in terms of things I reacted to just negatively at first, that I later am able to appreciate. It's just the expanded appetite, even within myself. But in terms of a lot of times you see generations and things like this, how things change, and the appetites change,
Yeah.
and that it really is the flavor crystals. Again, the flavor crystals. It's still the same. That's what's so funny too, is it's the same base note. It still is the same salt and the same sugar, but the way our acceptance of our reaction to it, if that makes sense, because there's always temperance, like with abstinence because of a desire for something, but then accepting it, and then it goes into excess, and then abstinence again, and then excess, and finding that regulation in there, and and it really is just a beautiful thing kind of to watch when you can. I just trying to put in perspective the appetite for, let's say, 30 years ago versus now. It's like it makes so much sense in terms of learning that to expand the palate, and that takes time. That really does take time, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, a whole other like level of like warm-blooded loss of identity was, you can have everything that your brain needs, that it's addicted to, but if you're not digesting the experiences that you have properly, then you're still suffocating. And I think this is really at the heart of what most addictions are. The addiction is not that you fell too much in love with heroin and you can't stop. First of all, I'm sure that's amazing, and I'm sure it's hard to stop. But I'm trying to say that it's not that the heroin is really killing you so much. It's that your inability to digest any kind of good feeling has been thwarted. This is I don't mind this, but this is sort of happening to me right now. I'm in the middle of trying to produce something that's just a lot of work, just like a lot, like constant, every second, just work. And I love it too. And then I get hungry in the middle of working, and I find it annoying. And so I stop what I'm doing, and as quickly as I can, I prepare a meal. And the entire time my psyche is still in here working. And then I actually eat the food so I can get back in here and work. And I'm not actually digesting. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
I have what I think I need, but I'm not actually digesting it. I feel a
Constant pull.
I feel betrayed by having to even stop to feed myself right now. It's like that. And so because of that, through no fault of my own. I have what I typically eat, what's typically healthy for me, what typically sustains me the most. I prepared it in the right way. I didn't use too much salt. I used all the right ingredients. The meal is perfectly prepared. Everything's fine. But because I'm not present,
Yep.
I don't have that. I think this is more at the heart of our addictions than it is of, well, I fell too in love with roller skating and I can't roller skate anymore. It's easier for us to tell ourselves it's because the world outlawed roller skating. We cannot accept the responsibility of understanding that really there is this other digestion muscle, this ability to firmly like let go and be in that moment. But even more inside that moment, inside that body space that is the moment. And that these are things we've never even thought about doing. It's kind of like what I was talking about when we first started, that level of relaxation that you know is not even there. I bet when you're there, you probably don't need food.
Nope.
You know what I mean? I bet when you're there, because you were so completely relaxed, you were just digesting sunlight at that point.
Have you ever fasted? Like,
yeah.
Yeah. So I did like 10 days. And like after like about 3, you're not hungry anymore.
Yeah.
And it was such a relief to not have to stop what I was doing to think about what I was supposed to eat.
Yeah.
It takes so much time up
Yep.
eating. And then I got euphoric. Like I was just like in this bliss state. And then I got like I was seeing auras of things. I was like, and I didn't want to start eating again. I understand why people would do anorexia as an addiction.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's
The
some-
thing is, when those
so
base
lucid.
instincts are like not being think about the fact that a lot of routines are based around eating the day, right? A lot of people kind of set up their day
Oh, totally.
around their eating schedule.
Yep.
And so just imagine when that's not a consideration, and let's also throw in there sex and say that that's not a consideration. And just like you're saying, Lori, all the things you tap into when your energy's not.
You don't have to go shopping for
Focus on
food. You
that.
don't have to prepare the food. You don't have to cook the food.
Mhm.
It's just like no food. And then you have this flow state that's never interrupted.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty amazing.
Yep.
I like eating. So and then it's like how you come off a fast. It's just as important to not go and eat like a big cheeseburger,
Right.
It's like eat miso soup. That's what I did, then a few vegetables. And when you start eating again, it's like the vegetable tastes so good because you haven't had any of that salty, sweety stuff. And your taste buds start to they're in like a whole different state of mind. You're in bliss eating a carrot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more present with it,
Yeah.
because again, you're tuning into that energy. It's like when the more time you spend in that relaxed energy, the more present you probably feel in all the experiences.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. And that's like digesting into the moment, is that presence, is that to be purely digestive.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
that
I
probably
did.
does correlate with how much food you take in. The more you digest
Yeah.
the moment, the more you digest
Makes sense,
the
right?
moment.
Yeah.
less
It
you
does.
need.
It totally makes sense. And I was last time I fasted, I was taking this Franklin class. I don't know if anyone's heard of this. Eric Franklin is a dancer, and it's this movement, and everything he does is in spirals, and a lot of balls, and a lot of like movement, and it's like spiraling movements. And I was fasting, and while I was doing this, it was like I was tripping on drugs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So fascinating to be in that body place and move your body without having any of this, bound down in the, when food is dense.
Sure
Yeah.
is.
Well, that's the interesting thing too about, you mentioned drugs, but it's like the fact that consciousness can reach all these states just on its own. It's dependent on where the focus is, right? It depends on where the energy is seated. And it's like that's why a lot of times the drugs and things like that force those states or those issues. But the the idea that the consciousness itself, it really can, depending on its focus, and that's so much of our experience in our coccyx, right? Is where we focus, and those are the primal instincts, right? The food is so primal. The flavors of the place is so primal that's what's interesting to me. The balance between the idea of disassociating from the desires, right, to reach higher planes, but also appreciating the flavors of the place, right? And isn't that the true real presence of it is not avoiding one state or the other? I think, right?
Yeah.
It's appreciating the flavors consciously. That's not necessarily easy to do, but that's what I'm trying to do. Hey, I love my savories and I love my sweets.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, and especially this time of year. I mean, I think one of the reasons I came down here was for food. Like, you want to get in body because there's food down there. You got some tasting to do. And even talking about how people were motivated to, cross an ocean to taste something that they'd heard about. So you see how this sense of ours, taste, is really such an expander as we experience this Osiris model of kind of remembering. All
It
these
goes
different flavors and why we came here.
It goes further.
I'm curious about that apple sock thing because, I mean,
I love that story.
I really do love this story because, I love going to these ancient, these historical places like Williamsburg or whatever, and then you see what they cooked with, and the whole diet. It was like the salt was so precious. So you have this salt preciousness, and then you have like the sweets. It was it was like molasses, like black slap, but it was like not sweet,
right?
Not like sweet like we have refined sugar now.
Yep.
Yeah.
And their food was like a totally different diet, and that's not that long ago compared to like what did they eat in Greece?
Totally.
Like back in ancient Greece. I mean, all these menus that they even had at the court of like King whatever, it was a lot of meat, but there was not a lot of like what we now have a palate for.
So you'd almost imagine it got more bland as far as you went back, which why in Rome what they were paid in salt in Rome, right? I mean, by that time they'd figured that out, right?
Yeah. It's exactly, and that goes back to the consciousness thing. Also, what's fascinating about those ancient dishes is how horrible they taste to our palate now. And I think that's a really big truth into this idea that consciousness, like it changes your everything about how you experience the world, including your flavor palette and what you find, delightful. So yeah.
It's an apple sock Christmas. It's an apple sock. Thank you, everyone. We are reaching the end of our flight.
It was fun flying with you guys.
So fun. Thanks, everyone in the audience. Great to have you here.
Yeah, thank you so much, Renee. Appreciate it. You guys, lovely and enjoying the flight with you.
The apple sock game.
Apple sock.
Lori has left the meeting. Renee Greif's iPhone has left the meeting. Brad has left the meeting. The recorded file will be converted to MP4 when the meeting ends.
This will not work if we are miles apart. Wake up alone, your fans are closed. Reach for something that you're not. Oh, you need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, honey. You need to calm down, down, down. I know that you don't like your hair, but I think it's beautiful. We just need to calm down.